The Aviation Operations Specialist performs duties which are crucial to safe and successful mission accomplishment within the Army's aviation branch. Soldiers in this MOS work in base and flight operations, the hub of activity in an aviation unit, whether it's operating on a fixed base or deployed during combat. Responsible for receiving, processing, and dispatching vital information to aviation unit, air crew, and aircraft operations, aviation operations specialists are subject matter experts and must perform quickly and accurately, executing operation functions that directly and indirectly affect the success of both training and real-world missions.
We're the checks and balances, so when the paperwork comes to us, it's important that we make sure and we focus and we hit on every possible aspect we can. We don't want them to get on an aircraft and not have enough fuel to land and possibly be in danger. We just want everybody to be safe.
Duties include providing pre-flight planning assistance to crews for flight safety, such as METAR weather reports, hazard maps, and air coordination or tasking orders, as well as checking flight plans and manifests for completeness and accuracy. During a mission, aviation operations specialists track all aspects of a flight, such as estimated and actual times of departure and arrival, and estimated time en route. They communicate directly to the aircrew with weather and mission updates and other critical safety information, and monitor the aircrew frequency during flight in case of emergencies, unexpected delays, or precautionary landings. This career field is best suited for those interested in technology and information management. Candidates for this MOS must be detail-oriented and strive for accuracy, and must be able to think linearly and communicate clearly.
You really need attention to detail. We need to make sure everything is correct. If it's not correct, we need to make sure it gets corrected before we even hand out those keys. If something was to go wrong, it's on us. It's our job.
After successful completion of basic combat training, you will attend 8 weeks of advanced individual training at the U.S. Army Aviation Center of Excellence. There you will learn Army aviation operations and record keeping, including administrative tasks that require detail, scrutiny, and the ability to research and cite regulations or other guidance. This course will challenge your technical knowledge using advanced computer-based systems to track and display vital flight planning, tracking, and monitoring information. After completion of all training requirements, you will be eligible for assignments supporting aviation units around the world.
This job can prepare you for a civilian career because it gives you the foundations of transferring over to being a civilian dispatcher if you wanted, regardless of how long you fulfill your term, whether it's 2 years, 4 years, 10 years, whatever you would decide.
You are multitasking, you are solving problems, you have to think quick, you have to be able to react. Employers love that.
An essential member of the Army Aviation Team, the Aviation Operations Specialist. Above the best.
Good morning, I'm Staff Sergeant McCoy, and this is your introduction to the 15 PAPA course. So a 15 PAPA is the checks and balances of the admin of the aviation world. They go through 7 weeks of training, over 8 tests that they'll take. Tests on weather, tests on radio equipment, tests on flight maps, examinations on pilots' flight hours, and they go to sticks at the end of their training to test everything they learn in a tactical operations center. I'm allowed to work with instructors who've been in the Army close to their 20 years already, who have seen things that have changed prior to me coming in. And the students themselves ask questions that bring up things that gets my wheels turning and allows me to dig further into the knowledge. Details are so important in this MOS. So what it really teaches a soldier, not just in this MOS, but through the Army period, is to be attention to detail and know everything about your job.
Army aviation plays a key role in all types of military operations. Ensuring mission success while maintaining safe flight operations takes a team of specialized soldiers. Coordinating aircraft movement for takeoff and landing, as well as tracking aircraft in flight, in both tactical and non-tactical environments, is the responsibility of the air traffic control operator. Following procedures, rules, and regulations, soldiers working in this critical MOS are responsible for the operations of airborne flight traffic and airport ground traffic. They also assist in the installation and relocation of mobile tactical air traffic control facilities, process flight plan data, and maintain logs, records, files, and tape recordings of voice communications, and ensure the safety of pilots and passengers.
The importance of this job, I would say, is everything. Just because we use air traffic, we use aircraft in almost everything that we do in the military. So keeping the aircraft safe, most importantly keeping the pilots safe, is a big job and very important.
This career field requires individuals who have an interest in work requiring accuracy and attention to detail, the ability to remain calm in stressful situations, decisiveness while working within strict standards, have good voice communication skills, and an ability to work as a member of a team.
You have to talk to aircraft, write down information, and listen to people talking to you at the same time.
You get a bit of an adrenaline rush when you're trying to clear aircraft and get others off the runway, and there's a billion things going on.
This job is very stressful, and if you cannot remain calm, you're not going to do well.
After successfully completing Army Basic Combat Training, you will attend 17 weeks of Advanced Individual Training. There, you will learn radio operations and communication protocols, the use and operation of radar and aircraft management systems, takeoff, landing, and ground control procedures, and aircraft recognition. After completion of all training requirements, you will be eligible for worldwide assignments. As an air traffic control operator, you may have an opportunity to advance in your career through additional technical, tactical, and leadership training.
This training coincides with training in the civilian world. You get the FAA certifications that you would in the civilian world, and it allows you to have the ability to have a shortened amount of training in the civilian environment.
Where you may find employment at airports, traffic control centers, or a career with the U.S. Department of Defense. An essential member of the Army Aviation Team, the Air Traffic Control Operator, above the best.
So 15 Quebecs go through approximately 16 weeks worth of schooling and education. It consists of first phase is about 4 weeks worth of CTO, and then it rolls right on into 4 weeks of fundamental tower instruction, then 4 weeks of fundamental radar instruction, followed by then 1 week of each piece of equipment that they will be using in the field. But once they get to their first unit and they actually start getting into their niche, then they're really going to focus in on what task or tasks they're going to be expected to perform. Seek out what it makes you uncomfortable, because if you don't and you always stay in your comfort zone, you're never going to find your limits, and you just become complacent, you become stagnant. So seek out those opportunities to challenge yourself, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin momentarily. We kindly ask that you please silence all electronic devices at this time. Those wishing to take photographs during today's ceremony may respectfully come forward at any time. We ask that you be considerate of other guests and do not impede the graduates as they march to and from their seats. Please do not use excessive force when pinning your soldiers. Thank you. Finally, we are proud to offer a live stream of this graduation ceremony on United States Army Aviation Center of Excellence YouTube channel. The QR code that links to the site is found on the monitors next to the stage. Command Sergeant Major Bonilla, Captain Newell, and Command Sergeant Major McAvoy, distinguished guests, families, and friends, on behalf of Captain Lauren Luna and First Sergeant Carlos Colon, the command team for Charlie Company, 1st of the 13th Aviation Regiment, and Master Sergeant Robert Ballard, the Air Operations Training Committee Chief, good afternoon, and welcome to today's ceremony. Over the last few months, the soldiers you see before you have entered and completed the second phase of their initial entry training by successfully completing the 15 Papa Aviation Operations Specialist course and the 15 Quebec Air Traffic Control Operator course. The official party for today's ceremony is today's guest speaker, Staff Sergeant Jacob Johnson, accompanied by Senior Drill Sergeant Austin Pennington. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Coolidge and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Please join with me in prayer. Lord, I praise you for the grace you have bestowed upon our nation, giving us freedom and blessing far beyond what we deserve. We give you thanks for the accomplishments of these soldiers before us today. Thank you for their leaders, drill sergeants and cadre, who have instructed them well. I petition your blessing on them and their families. May you provide these graduates all the strength and courage necessary to honor you, their families, and those who have worn the uniform before, that they might reach their fullest potential in their avowed service to our nation. Graduates, may you know and see the favor of God's grace. Lord, be with our instructor pilots and students who train even now, and those who are in harm's way, grant them safety and a safe landing. All glory and honor be to you alone. I pray in your holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speakers for today. Staff Sergeant Jacob Johnson, who hails from Wapakoneta, Ohio. He has been serving our country honorably for the last 7 years and is currently assigned as an instructor for the 15 Quebec Air Traffic Controller Operator course.
Good afternoon, family, friends. RFU are sincere, welcome. We truly appreciate your presence in support of these graduates. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize all the family and friends and loved ones, both present and attending virtually. Your support and encouragement to these soldiers undoubtedly contributed to their overall success as they transition through the rigors of basic combat training and advanced individual training. Your efforts and support have not gone unnoticed, and it is greatly appreciated in the success and attitude of these soldiers graduating today. To the soldiers of Class 2402 Papa and 24011 Quebec, today marks the beginning of an extraordinary journey. You are stepping into a future filled with challenges and opportunities. As you move forward, know that setbacks and obstacles are inevitable, but they are not the end. They are moments that will define your strength and resilience. Remember, it is not the absence of fear that makes a hero, but the courage to move forward despite it. Embrace the unknown with confidence. Each step you take is a testament to your hard work, dedication, and the dreams that drive you. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it is also ripe with potential. As you strive to achieve your goals, Hold on to the lessons you've learned here. Stay grounded in your values and let them guide you through the toughest of times. Your journey of self-growth is ongoing. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lie within us. You have within you the strength, the courage, and the determination to overcome any obstacle. Celebrate your small victories, for they build the foundation for greatest success. You will encounter a diverse array of individuals, each bringing their unique experiences and perspectives. Learn from them, support each other, and grow together. Turn every challenge into an opportunity for learning and improvement. Know that the bonds you form and the lessons you learned will be the greatest of assets. As you advance in your careers, strive to lead by example. Inspire those around you with your actions and integrity. Carry the values of honor, duty, and courage with you always. You have the power to affect positive change, and not just within the Army, but in the world beyond as you face new horizons. Remember that you are part of a legacy that began here in the home of aviation. I am deeply honored to welcome you into the Army Aviation family. I wish you the greatest success and continuous growth. Remember, you are never alone in this journey. Copperheads, swift and deadly, Golden Hawks, above the best.
As a symbolic gesture that these graduates are now the future of Army aviation, each soldier will receive their aviation wings and branch insignia to be worn proudly on their Army service uniform. We ask that you please hold all applause until all soldiers' wings have been pinned. Distinguished Honor Graduate and Honor Graduate are titles bestowed upon the top 20% of the class who have attained a first-time goal in all academic subjects. Their diplomas will be annotated to reflect the soldiers as the distinguished honor graduates and honor graduate of their respective course. The distinguished honor graduate for the 15 Papa Aviation Operations Specialist course, Class 24-020 Papa, is Private First Class Aiden Stam. PFC Stam is active duty and is on assignment to Camp Humphreys, South Korea. The Distinguished Honor Graduate for the 15 Quebec Air Traffic Control Operator Course Class 24-011 Quebec is Private Second Class Bright Agabaloso. PV2 Agabaloso is active duty and is on assignment to Wheeler Army Airfield, Hawaii. The Honor Graduate for the 15 Papa Aviation Operations Specialist Course Class 24-020 Papa is Private Second Class Debria Mouton. PV2 Mouton is assigned to the Texas National Guard. In recognition of their accomplishments, the battalion commander will present an Army Achievement Medal and battalion coin to the Distinguished Honor Graduate and a Certificate of Achievement to the Honor Graduate for their achievements. At this time, please come forward and pin your soldier's wings. The wings for the 15 Papa Aviation Operations Specialist Course Class 24-020 Papa will now be awarded to Specialist Nicole Candelario Haddock. Specialist Candelario Haddock is active duty and is on assignment to Fort Bliss, Texas. Private First Class Wilbur Chavez Duran. POC Chavez Duran is assigned to the Georgia National Guard. Private First Class Kaylee Kelly. POC Kelly is assigned to the Alabama National Guard. Private First Class Christina Rios Ramos. POC Rios Ramos is active duty and is on assignment to Wheeler Army Airfield, Hawaii. At this time, please come forward and pin your soldier's wings. Private First Class Daniel Sanabria Melendez. POC Sanabria Melendez is active duty and is on assignment to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Private Second Class Brenda Amistron Tafoya. PV2 Amistron Tafoya is active duty and is on assignment to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Private Second Class Melissa Osuna. PV2 Osuna is assigned to the Indiana National Guard. Private Angel Flores. Private Flores is active duty and is on assignment to Camp Humphreys, South Korea. Private Cannon Kent. Private Kent is active duty and is on assignment to Camp Humphreys, Korea. At this time, please come forward and pin your soldier's wings. The wings for the 15 Quebec Air Traffic Control Operator Course, Class 24-011 Quebec, will now be awarded to Private First Class Colin Gilmore. PFC Gilmore is active duty and is on assignment to Camp Humphrey, South Korea. Private First Class Samuel Miller. PFC Miller is active duty and is on assignment to Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Private First Class Lonnie Waller. PFC Waller is assigned to the Tennessee National Guard. Private Second Class Savannah Johnson. PV2 Johnson is active duty and is on assignment to Fort Novosel, Alabama. At this time, please come forward and pin your soldier's wings. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating these graduates receiving their wings and insignia today with another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Soldier's Creed and the playing of the Aviation Song and the Army Song. The lyrics to these songs can be found in your program. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony.